Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dear students, I hope all of you are fine and studying at home and doing the practice for all the things that we are completing in our regular classwork. You know very well that in the last chapter and in this chapter, we are going through some different tools available in Adobe Photoshop. Adobe Photoshop is basically a strong raster graphics software in which you can design a number of things with a very good option given in it. I hope all of you are doing practice. My voice is clear to all of you? Okay. So, will you please raise the hand to let me know that you are doing practice at home, whatever we are studying over here. We had also done the lab activities for the previous chapter, lab activity number 1 and 2, in which we were supposed to make an aquarium by taking an aquarium picture and by inserting some different pictures of the fishes in it. Then another practical lab activity was there in which we inserted the image of a horse inside in the background image. We fitted it on a background. So I had given you the material to perform this task. In the lab activity number 3 and 4 for the previous chapter, chapter number 7, we had also done some different things which were basically asked in that particular assignment. So I hope all of you are doing it. Please raise the hand so that I can know that you all are doing practice for these all tools that we are studying. Please raise the hand. Only a few students. Just raise the hand who are doing practice at home, who are trying to apply these options. What about the rest of the class? Aren't they doing any practice? Now, this thing is very important that if we want to write note, it is quite simple. What is a rectangle tool? What is shape tool? What is paintbrush? This is quite simple thing. This is not a big deal. You will be able to write about it. The important thing is that you must be able to apply these options in your Adobe Photoshop. Then you will have practice with it. And last time I had explained you some different tools in the chapter number 8, tools used in Adobe Photoshop, and you know that there are some very interesting tools I had discussed with you. So I would like to discuss about these retouching tools. What is the purpose of the spot healing brush? Did you apply this spot healing brush? Why it is used? Please raise the hand and let me know. Now my question is about the spot healing brush. What does it do? What is basically the purpose of the spot healing brush? Don't you know? Maaz. Maaz, yes. Maaz, I have unmuted your mic. If you unmute it from your
Sir?
side. Yes.
Yes, sir. It's used for like if someone has pimples, it can be removed by
Yeah.
editing.
Yeah, good. Simple. It is used basically to remove different spots on the face, on the skin, just like blemishes, scars, spots, pimples, as you have mentioned over here. And you know, you had seen the implementation. I had shown you practically. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Did you apply?
Yes, sir. I did apply
I
in the
even
weekend.
showed you that how will you find out some picture of a person having spots on his face, and then you can remove those spots using this spot healing brush tool. Did you feel any issue in it? Is there anyone who who faced any issue with applying the spot healing brush? No one. Okay. So we applied this option, okay, and we said that create texture was there and the proximity match. Proximity means the basically the neighborhood area where the skin color, whatever the skin color was there. So we were basically matching it with that color and the spot was being removed. Okay. Now come towards the what are the options available in it? Brush size we can change. Okay. So these are the options available in it. Now, if we talk about the healing brush, spot healing is different thing. Spot healing brush, where we heal the spot on the face, any mark or anything. Now, healing brush tool. What is basically meant by the healing brush tool? What does it do? You can use the healing brush tool to paint with sampled pixels. Yes, can anyone tell me? Please raise the hand. Healing brush. What does it do? Please raise the hand. Yes, Junaid.
Sir, it takes the pixels from one area and it pastes them on the another area. So basically, it's copy paste.
No, it is not copy paste. Your answer is correct, but the words that you have chosen are not that much good. Why? Because copy paste is something else. Copy paste means when we press Control C and Control V to paste. Right now we are picking the pixels. You are right. We are picking the pixels from one place, and we are painting those pixels to another place. Keep in mind we are not pasting. Because in copy and paste, you select some specific area and that particular specific area is pasted as it is. But in the healing brush tool, what happens? That you pick the pixels from one location and you paint them. Wherever you will paint them, you will see that from the area from where you pick those pixels, it will also show you that location when you are painting, that you are painting this area right now to this area. Remember? Junaid. Okay. So basically, healing brush, your answer is right that it takes the sampled pixels from one location and paints those pixels to another location wherever you want to paste them. So this is the task of the healing brush tool. Okay. So basically you need to do the practice of the healing brush tool, because if you will do the practice, then you will be able to use it in a proper way. Otherwise, you will face problems while using different tools. Why? Because I had told you a number of things. The layer on which you are working, that should be active at that time. That should be selected. And the layer on which you are painting, that should be selected when you are painting it to some other layer. And I had explained you this thing by taking some example background, just like we have got some background images. So if we go to our desktop, you will be able to see that, just like let's suppose this is a background, but it is, I think, animated background, JPEG. Okay, JPEG background is there. And from here, for example, here is the image that we have got. Okay, this is the image. So the image that we have got over here is basically this is the image that we have got. So what we are going to do, we will take this healing brush healing brush tool. So when we will take this healing brush tool, basically what we are doing, we are where we took the brush tool, basically what we are actually doing. So when we will draw it, you will see that my mouse cursor is basically representing that area from where I copied it. Okay, So you will be able to see that this bird that I have selected, basically it is being copied over here. I am painting it over here, and wherever I am painting, you can see the movement of the cursor as well. Can you see this? The movement of the cursor is also there. Okay, in this way. Okay, so basically this is the thing that we can apply, and once you remove that mouse cursor, then you will be able to see that it is not being painted now. So from where you have started, it is very important from where you have started. Let's suppose right now I'm in this middle of the image. Since the image is large, so that's why I will have to see it in this way. If I make it smaller, let's suppose 50%, then I will be able to see this when I'm painting. Okay. Okay. Now this is the image that I am painting. I will be able to see this image now when I at the time when I am painting. Now if I take the healing brush tool and I click over here, okay, I click over here and I bring it over here and I start painting. Now you can see my mouse cursor in that image as well. That basically here is my mouse cursor. Can you see this plus sign? This plus sign is actually telling you that I am painting basically this image. This is basically the image right now that I am painting. So in this way, that particular image, and I can see over here that what actually I'm going to paint. And of course, I will when I will fill it, so it will be done accordingly. So in this way, you can paint some image on your picture, and you will be able to see that what actually you are painting. And it will come with that particular color that you have chosen. Okay, anyway, this is basically the objective of the tool that you are using. For example, in this diagram, if I want to take using the healing brush tool, if I want to have this object, I will click on it and I want to paste it over here. I want to paste it over here, so I will be able to paste it in this way. Now this object has been pasted over here as well using this brush tool. How I paste it? I selected this area and I pasted it over here. But keep in mind that in this situation, we are not increasing the layers right now. Can you see that? This is a background layer. On the background I have pasted, it has been pasted on the background. You can see. But let's suppose if I take an example and if I want to do it on some other layer, then of course I have got the option of inserting a new layer, create a new layer. I take a new layer over here and I say that I'm going to right click on it and layer properties. I give it a name, bird 5, for example. Bird 5 is the name of this layer. Now I am taking the picture from here, from this healing brush tool. And I want to paste it over here on the, I have selected that picture now that layer, which is basically the bird 5. Okay. Now you can see that the bird that I have drawn over here, it is now movable. Why it is movable? Why it is movable? Why? Because I have taken and on different layer. That's why it is movable. But this bird is not movable that I draw. Why? Because it is in the background. The bird that I draw on the new layer, it is movable. You can see that the movement of this bird. It is movable right now. Okay. So basically, this is the difference when we are drawing on some new layer or we are drawing on some background layer on the same image. It would be the difference. Now, once again, I have explained you this thing, the procedure, the complete procedure. Clone stamp tool. What does it do? Clone stamp. The clone stamp can clone or duplicate selected area of an image. The steps to use the clone stamps are as it is going to make a duplicate of the image. Make a clone. Clone means duplicate. So how it works? It is similar to the healing brush, but it is basically called the cloning tool. Why? Because it is creating the same copy of the image. Now, what is the procedure? You can see over here, open the image, click on the clone stamp in the tool panel, hold down the Alt key, click the part of the image you want to clone and release the Alt key. Click and drag the mouse cursor to that area where you want to place the clone pixels. So over here we have done this job using by taking those pixels which are there using healing brush as well. What was the purpose of the healing brush? You have written over here that it takes sample pixel from an image. The sample is called source. The flawed area is called the destination. This tool also matches the texture, lighting, transparency, and shading of the sample pictures. Sample destination, whatever destination you have taken. But what happens in the clones, it will copy actually the image, the only image it is going to copy that particular image. So it seems similar because we are also doing the same kind of thing in the spot in the healing brush tool as well. But the difference between is that healing brush tool is basically to take this sample pixels and you don't need to put the alt button over there. Over here you are copying the image portion, whatever the image portion is there, and you are making different images on one image. So how it is going to work? We need to have some images first. When we were applying the healing brush tool, it was matching the object with the background color and lighting effect. But it will not happen, it is not going to happen in the clone stamp tool. Just like we take this example. I make this image in some smaller size. Okay. Now you can see this is the image that where I want to place this object. What I'm going to take, I'm going to take the clone stamp tool. I will bring the image, bring the mouse cursor over here, and I want to make a clone over here. How I'm going to clone it? In this way, I'm going to clone it. This time you can see that the object is not basically copying the actual background's lightning, colors and effects. No, but it is coming with the actual image. Background color, background lighting is not being affected over here. Okay. But now you can see that I have drawn it on the background image. That's why it is not moving. It is moving? No, it is not moving. If I want to draw it on some different layer, what I am going to do? I will take a new layer first. New layer. I am giving it the name, let's suppose bird 1. Now when I will take the clone stamp, Now if I take the clone stem and now if I draw it over here on bird 1, you will see that now this time I have drawn the object on a new layer. Can you see that? That I have taken a new layer. This is very important because now I will be able to move my object here and there according to my will. I will be able to move my object according to my will, whatever, wherever I want to move it. So it will not be that much, difficult for me. It will be quite easy for me to move this object here and there. Okay, so I have drawn this object. Now you can see that I can place it anywhere. Can you see this? But some dark gray color sky is also there with it. How can I delete it? By taking magic wand tool, can I do this? I can select this by way of taking magic wand tool and I can press delete. Why I am able to do this? Because I took this on this different layer. If I would have taken it on the same layer, it could be difficult for me to manage. But now you can see that I will press Ctrl D for unselecting. Now you can see that it is looking good. No one can see that it has been copied image, but in this image you can see that you will be able to see the flaw in the image, that the image contains some background as well, and it seems that it has been copied from somewhere else having some different background. Correct. No, but in the image in this bird 1 layer you can see that the bird is looking good and it is looking similar, that it is the part of this image and it has been drawn separately. We can make some copies of it using by pressing control button, alt button. We can press control T. We can transform it. We can make small objects and we can place anywhere. If you want to delete, let's suppose this one, how can you delete it? You will take the rectangle marquee tool, select it, delete it, but take the background, delete it. There is no black color. How can we remove this black color? Can we remove this black color? How can we remove this? We can go to the eyedropper tool. We will take the color of the sky and then we will press Alt backspace. The eyedropper tool will fill the sky, Control D. But since the sky has got some shade in it, lighter or darker, so that's why the sky color is not looking good, and it seems that we have drawn a rectangle over here. It is not looking good. It is not being matched over here. So what we can do in this situation, what we can do, we can take again clone stem tool on the background. Take the clone stem tool. Okay, I'm pressing Control D, taking clone stem tool. I'm clicking over here. I will also copy some, some clouds as well. I will press Alt. I will bring my mouse cursor over here and I'm going to paste it over here in this way, so that the effect of the cloud should look good, and it should not be that much similar. So in this way we can draw some different areas, images in our working, and we can match it. You can copy the clouds as well. You can do it accordingly. So for this purpose you need to have put some efforts to match the colors. Right now the colors are not matched that much good, so we will have to match the colors by taking the eyedropper tool. Just like if I take the eyedropper tool from here, if I take this color and I fill it with it, now it is comparatively similar. But since there is shade, so we can use the blur tool to merge it. Blur tool is also there, which is used basically to make some area of the image blur. Then you are going to merge it with the background. Okay, anyway, we have seen the use of the clone tool. Up to here, I think the purpose of the clone tool is clear to all of you, because applying that tool is important. Defining the tool is not difficult thing. You will be able to write in your answers, question and answers when you will be asked in the exams. So you should know what is basically the purpose, how we can make copies. Now pattern stamp tool. Pattern stamp defines some pattern. Patterns are there. Pattern stamp tool clones from one predefined area of pixels such as a pattern. You first define a pattern and then clone it. The steps to the use the following are basically the pattern. Basically, this pattern tool is available. We take some other image now this time. Okay, just like this is an image. Okay, let me take the pattern stamp tool. In the pattern stamp tool, when you take the pattern, you will see that some different options are there. These options are very important when we are using the pattern tool. Clone stamp, pattern stamp. In clone stamp, we have got these shapes, these images. In pattern stamp, we have got these options. The pattern is there. This is the pattern that you want to fill. Any type of pattern is there that you can take over here, and you can use that particular pattern with you. Now, if you see over here, open an image and select the area you want to define as pattern. What kind of area is there that you want to define as pattern? Select edit, define pattern. The pattern name dialog box, give it a name. Then when you will give it the name, open a pattern name and click OK. Type a pattern name, open the image where you want to apply, then we will apply. For example, I'm going to take the pattern. For example, this is the pattern of the grass that I want to take. I will go to the edit menu. I will find out this option. Can you see this? Define pattern. Now I say that grassy. I have given the name grassy. It will be added. Take any other image. Let's suppose this image. This is the image. Now, if I go to the clone pattern stamp tool, not clone tool, when you will go, you will find that pattern that you have defined. You have defined this pattern. This is there. If you want to define any other pattern, for example, if I now again I'm doing the same thing. I take this grass. This is the grass I'm going to take, and I go to edit and I say define pattern and I give it name uh, yellow grassy. Okay, yellow color grass is there in this image. So these are the patterns. Now if I want to have yellow grass over here, how can I paint it? I will go to the pattern stamp. I will go to this option. I will take yellow grass. Okay, and I will start drawing grass over here. The grass is being drawn, you can see that in the same way as it was there in the picture of the horse. Can you see this? What kind of work I have done? I have defined a pattern. I want to paint here the grass which is in the yellow color. I took the picture of the yellow color grass from one of my images and set it as a pattern, and now I'm painting that pattern over here. No space should be left when you are painting. So in this way, in the complete image, you can paste or you can paint that pattern that you have taken. Okay. Up to here, if you have got any question. Okay, from Abdul Muiz to Muhammad Hassan, then Zaid. Okay. Yes, Abdul Muiz.
Salam, sir.
Yes, kindly. Yes, Abdul Muiz.
Sir, I wanted to ask that how did you save yellow grass in Adobe Photoshop? Sir, you converted into what? I
No,
didn't see
no,
that.
no. See here. You want to take any pattern, any of the pattern. Fine.
Yes.
Let's suppose. Let me show you another example. This is the area where we have got some clouds with it. Okay. Now, what I am going to do? I am going to take, let's suppose, this is the cloud. These are the clouds that I want to have. Or I take some small area. This is the cloud area. Okay. These are the clouds that I want to have. Or these are the clouds that I want to have. So we can take any of the portion of the clouds from the clouds. Okay. This is the cloud. I am going to file. I will save, edit. Sorry, edit. I will save. Define pattern. I am giving it name clouds. Save. Fine. Control D. Now, if I select the pattern stem tool, I go to these patterns. Cloud would be there. Cloud is there. Yes, cloud is there. Take this cloud now. Where you want to draw? You want to draw here? Okay, draw here. So means in this way we can draw different, objects. In this way you can draw different objects. By taking their patterns, we defined the pattern. For example, this is the green grass. I want to take this pattern. Green color. Okay. I define this pattern. Go to edit, define pattern. Green, this is not basically grass, green, small green plants. Okay. Now I have taken this pattern. I want to draw it over here somewhere. I will go to the pattern stem. I want to draw green grass over here. This one. I will take this one and I will start drawing over here. It is being drawn or not? This is the pattern that I defined. Now I am drawing it. Can you see this? So now what I am actually doing, I am filling this area where I have drawn this image and I am converting the yellow grass with the green color. I can even fill it. The pattern that I defined, the same pattern is basically working. But defining pattern is important, that what area is there that you defined. Okay. What kind of area is there that you defined? This is very important. If you will take some good pattern, then your drawing will be accurate and good. But if your pattern is not that much good, of course your drawing will not be that much having those effects. Good effects will not be there in your drawing. Let's suppose if I leave some areas over here yellow. Now you can see the effect. Some areas are there in the yellow. Okay, fine, doesn't matter. It's looking good. Can you see this? Yes, Abdul Moiz, this thing is now clear. Abdul Muiz. Small green plants I have painted over here by taking the pattern fill. Abdul Muiz, this thing is now clear to you, all these students.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it's clear. Thank you,
Now
sir.
I'm saving this file, safe for web and devices. Safe for web and devices, I am saving it with the JPEG image on my desktop. Fine. Now you can see the difference between the two images. If I insert these images, the two images that I have got, one image is this that we had earlier. If I make it small, one image is this that you can see over here on my desktop. Yes. So there is a difference between the two. One is giving you other impact and one is giving you some other impact. Okay. Now see the difference between the two images. Is there any difference? Of course. One is giving a good image, color and design, with the green if grass effect. One is there with a complete winter effect. Please raise the hand if you have got any question. Kindly raise the hand. If you have got any question, please raise the hand kindly. These are very important tools. Now, we have discussed two more tools today. Clone stamp to make copy of an image. Pattern stamp to draw a pattern of the flowers or of the pattern of the grass, pattern of the sky, whatever the pattern is there that you want to copy. Normally patterns are drawn for the background images, objects which are there in the background. So they look good. Up to here, if you have got any question, please ask me first. Then we will move ahead. Because our class time is about to over now. So if you have got any question that you want to clarify, please ask me. Okay. Fine. So what you are supposed to do, I will upload this video in your Google Classroom. What you need to do is that basically you have to do practice for it and try to apply these all options: clone stamp, pattern stamp, spot healing tool, healing brush tool, all these tools. Fine. I hope you will do practice for it at home. Thank you so much, all of you.